G'day and welcome back to Camper, where for the last week or so, Karen and I have been towing the Jayco journey around some of the best parts of the Queensland Outback. It really is a fantastic holiday destination, and with the sort of never-ending challenges that 2020 has been throwing up, it really is no surprise that more and more people from lots of different lifestyle groups are considering a caravan as a great investment in their lives. Young and old and in between, a van can deliver just about any type of holiday you desire. Bush or beach, remote or right in the thick of it. You're only limited by your imagination. So far this trip, we've had a little bit of all of that, from the swanky surrounds of Mitchell Grass Retreat in Longreach, to a cuppa on the banks of the Barcoo, to big skies and starry nights, big dinosaurs and fish, and a light show that has to be seen to be believed. But sadly today, we're leaving all of that and Barkey behind as we make our way towards what I reckon might be the highlight of this trip. As is the case with most great spots that you hear about, a good mate recommended that we stop and take a look at Lara Wetlands on the way home. Lara Station is a working cattle property 28 k's out of Barkey, heading south. You will spot the sign, turn right, and then a further 13 k's of well-maintained dirt road will get you to this aquatic avian paradise known as Lara Wetlands. And while it may be remote, you can tell upon arrival that this is no small show. So it's a working cattle property?
Yes, it's a working cattle property, and at the moment I'm actually adjusting it for the cattle side of it, so I can focus on my tourism side. And eventually I'll get back into my own cattle. And
what's harder to muster, tourists or cattle, beasts?
Oh, I don't know.
What do you call them, both beasts?
Oh, you get all sorts of beasts. I've got to be careful what I say.
Some two-legged, some four-legged.
Yeah,
right.
It takes all types to make the world go around.
Sure, but obviously you love what you do because
it's good.
It's a roaring success.
Yeah, no, it's excellent. It's really good. And I mean, the idea stemmed from hearing a stint on the ABC radio about national parks are going to ban campfires and then pets, and I thought, and then they're going to ban kids, and I started to think, my God, where do families go to appreciate the bush without all these restrictions on top of them, you know? And I can't imagine camping without a campfire.
Yeah.
It just doesn't feel
It's what everybody wants to do, right?
Yeah, and this here, well, this was just a swamp in a cattle paddock, and
look what you've turned it into.
Yeah,
amazing. Lara Wetlands has been a pretty well-kept secret for a few years now. It's been perfectly designed and cleverly thought out, with plenty of space to manoeuvre your rig in beside the watercourse. We've managed to nab a spot perfectly set up for a magnificent sunset. Right about now, you might have thought that an open fire would be out of the question in a place like this, but no, they've thought of that too. And for a small fee, you can have a trolley filled with split hardwood delivered to your site. Trolley back,
There's your 10, take a hand.
You hear that?
Job well done.
Oh, he's puffing. Give him another 5.
No, I'll give you 5 to take trolley back. Okay, I'll grab yours on the way when I put mine back.
Righto.
You gotta come get it or I'll come get you.
What you know, walking it.
Righto.
Thanks, champion.
No worries.
I love it. That's so.
You know,
Is that right?
I feel really bad.
Well, it cost as much as one person to stay for a whole night.
It cost, well, the way I see it, that's what it cost for the timber. There was just a delivery fee involved.
Look, we did say that we were coming out here to spend our money. I just don't know if we're spending it with the right people.
But you know what? We made his day. His eyes lit up. He's thinking, that is the easiest $15 I've ever made. His parents are now going, where did you get that money from?
This may be well worth the effort later tonight when the temperature drops. The lake itself is clearly the focal point of the campsite. Apart from attracting tourists, it also brings in all manner of wildlife, and it's a birdwatcher's paradise. There are 127 species recorded having visited. The kids will love it too. There's a huge playground, cubby house and sandpit. Kids can kayak or bike ride, and there's a camp kitchen with gas barbecues, tables and chairs for use for day visitors and non-self-contained campers. You can also take a therapeutic dip in the natural thermal-controlled artesian pool. 38 degrees, anytime, day or night, it's like a big Outback hot tub. While Karen and I are pretty well set up for dinner, Friday nights the team here put on a dinner for those who don't feel like cooking, and there's entertainment to match. All of this in the middle of nowhere. I guess that's what makes Lara Wetlands so special. It has those in the know coming back again and again. So, with the sun setting and dinner and a glass of wine by the fire ahead, it's time to bid you farewell. Lara Wetlands is open seasonally, and all the details on when to come and how to get here can be found on their website. The Outback Tourism website is a great resource for information on plenty of places just like this in Queensland's Outback and so much more. And for all the news on the Jayco range of caravans and motorhomes, head to the Brisbane Camperland website. In our next episode of Camper, it's another out-of-the-way destination that you may have never heard of, just off the beaten track. See you then.